Got another concept I want to talk about today. Misconception number three about exit planning, and plan to start at 8:30, and I'm already a minute late. So that's what I get for not paying attention, for trying to do too many things. Anyway, this is live, so this is what happens. So, what I want to talk about today, misconception number three, is this whole idea that exit planning and succession planning are not necessarily parts of helping to grow the business. So, we've already talked about how some business owners will try to push the whole idea of exit planning off to some other time. They basically just try to ignore it. They decide to deny that the day is coming when they need to have succession planning. So, what we're talking about today, though, are those business owners who focus so much on business growth and think that they don't need to include exit planning as part of their business growth. Well, this isn't necessarily the right approach to running your business either. I've mentioned already in some of these videos that one of the great things about exit planning is that you have to make sure that the business can run without you. Well, if you're making sure the business can run without you, that means doing things like making sure that you've got written policies and procedures, that you've got roles and responsibilities clearly laid out, job descriptions and everything for all the roles within your company, that everyone is fully trained to do their job, that marketing and sales are coming in without your assistance, without your oversight. Customers are being taken care of without your assistance and oversight. Billing is happening the way that it should. All these things need to happen for exit planning. Do these sound like the kinds of things you might have to do if you were going to grow your business to make it more successful? Look at that. Exit planning, business growth planning are the same thing. You really should be doing both at the same time. A good business growth plan will include the way that you are going to leave the business when that day comes. You can have a great business growth plan, and that's part of exit planning. The other parts of exit planning, as I mentioned before, what if your business is wildly successful? What if it's wildly unsuccessful? What if you pass away unexpectedly? And what if you become disabled and can't work in the business? Those are additional things that you need to add to your business growth plan so that you've got a complete picture of your exit plan. The whole point of this is actually, it's twofold. There are two parts to all of this. The whole reason to grow a business, you want to leave a legacy by building a business that can survive without you. And on the other hand, when you do leave that business, you want to do so lucratively. You want some cash in your pocket to support whatever your next plans are. If that's retirement or if that's moving on to new business ventures, whatever the case may be. Now, I know that there are a lot of small business owners out there who have so much time and so much resources and cash and everything wrapped up into their business. They're really planning on their business, their exit from their business, to be their retirement plan. Well, I've got some sad news for you. The average business sale in the United States is only $150,000. That means for all those big mergers and acquisitions that we hear about that are in the multi-millions and billions of dollars, that means there are thousands and millions of small businesses that are sold for probably less than $100,000. Now, I don't know about you, but $150,000 is not going to go very far in my retirement. That's my retirement plan. That's what I plan to do with my retirement. So the important thing then is to make sure that you can grow your business into something that has value so that when you do step away from it, it's worth something, because no one wants to buy a job. If you can't leave your business, I got to level with you on this. You don't have a business. You have a self-employed job. And you need to do everything you can to turn it into a self-sustaining business that can run without you. That's the kind of business someone will want to buy from you. No one wants to buy a job. They want to buy an income stream, which is a business that can stand on its own. So, business growth planning, exit planning, they're the same thing. Hey, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, I'm doing a webinar this afternoon with a good friend of mine, Joe Rocky. It's going to be at 12 o'clock Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're going to be talking about more misconceptions about exit planning and other things that you need to know. It's going to be very interactive, lots of chat, lots of questions. We'll be taking questions. So if you haven't registered for that webinar yet, check out the event. It's here on whatever platform you're watching this. I'm streaming to several platforms at the moment. So look for that event. If you can't find that event to register, just drop a note in some comment here below. I'll find your comment and I'll make sure that you get that registration link to be part of that webinar. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, I'm going to continue doing some of these live streams every morning. So I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.